I'm here today with the beautiful Elizabeth, who is an amazing educator. She's a professor at one of the leading universities, and we've just completed the Making Miracles Intensive. And I would invite you, Elizabeth, to share with everybody listening what you experienced in this Making Miracles Intensive. How was the experience for you? Where were you when you started, and what are you experiencing now?
Yeah, so when I started, I felt really lost, very just sort of grasping for straws. My self esteem was really low. I felt really desperate. But I had experienced some of Amira's classes before, and I had experienced many of the benefits already and really knew she's such a powerful creator and a mentor. And I was just overjoyed to be a part of this class. Um, and going through the 10 weeks, it was definitely a huge challenge and an intense growth period that I think I'm still experiencing. But just in these 10 weeks, I think I've seen a huge change in myself as a person in terms of reclaiming my power, stepping into my power, being way more confident, and loving myself in a way that I did not 6 months ago. I remember thinking 6 months ago, I don't love myself at all. Like, I'm looking for a job for my boyfriend. I'm trying to get friends for my boyfriend. Like, I'm trying to be happy for my boyfriend. And now I'm doing things for myself to make myself happy. And I'm fulfilling my own needs and putting myself first.
And I remember when you first started too, you were having problems with sleep, and you were
Oh,
also preoccupied with getting a job, a new job.
hugely. Yes. And so my sleep has totally transformed. I was able to use the tools, often just like puts me to sleep, which is awesome. And maybe even a bigger transformation for me is I was having just torturous anxiety dreams and nightmares for a couple of years, maybe almost every single night. I'd tried dream catchers, crystals, praying, whatever. Nothing worked. And after these 10 weeks, during these 10 weeks, those have almost completely dissipated. So that has been a huge blessing in my life. When you don't have nightmares, your day is transformed.
Oh, I
Um,
bet.
yeah, and my fear of sleep has almost gone away completely because, you're afraid to go to sleep when you're like, ooh, what's going to happen to my mind? So that's been amazing. Yeah, and not feeling confident that I was even worthy of a job that I wanted or a job at all. I'm back at the university where I was teaching part-time. I could never get a full-time job after 10 years of being an adjunct. Anyone that knows about the university system, being an adjunct is like minimum wage. So I've finally gotten a full-time job at a school I love. I'm thrilled to be starting in just a couple weeks. And that is because Amira encouraged me to go to the office and cheerfully and charmingly demand a job. And it worked. And I never would have done that in a million years. I was so scared. And it worked. So ask for what you want, yo. That is the total lesson there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you've done amazing work, Elizabeth, and
Thank
asking
you.
for you what you want, standing up for who you are, being in your own power, and and really claiming, you know, your abundance. And I think we're work in progress, aren't we?
Yes.
We can ask for more, and then we realize we can have more, and then there's more, and then there's more,
Yeah.
and so
Mhm.
it's to infinity. And some of us, start at lower levels, and we grow at more advanced rate. And I think what you've done, it wasn't even on your list, was it?
Mm-mm.
Being able to sleep at night. I mean, most of us take that for granted. But
Yeah.
I don't recall us ever having that discussion when you first started that you just wanted to have a good night's sleep. Wow, that's profound.
Right. Right. It wasn't on my list that I wanted to get off drugs, like having to take an anti-anxiety drug at night. I just assumed that's not on my list right now. It's too much. It's too hard. And that is a hugely important to me now that I'm really thinking about it,
Well, and
So,
especially as a naturalist and a health and beauty, go-to
right,
person, with
right,
all your friends, you were sharing that, this
yes,
is something that to bring yourself into balance and to have a healthy metabolism and sleep
hmm,
pattern is not really anything more than something that we have to ask for. To me, it
right,
should be a given or an automatic. So, well,
right.
thank you so much, Elizabeth, for sharing that. Was there anything else you wanted to share?
Yes. Buy the book if you're going to take this class. It's only $18 and it's awesome. It is such an encouraging, beautiful book, and it supplements the class, and it's like such a different experience than taking the class. The class is so awesome because you're with the community. You're learning from Amira directly, and then you hear her voice in a different way in the book. You have the book forever. You can always look at it. It is such a comfort to me. I love reading it, and it's also super challenging in a different way. So if you use all the tools together, I think you could just like skyrocket to the moon because there's so much in both of these things in different ways. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. It certainly was a labor of love and a compilation of 17 years of mentoring with other people's experiences too. So all of those people who have gone before us kind of paved the way to making it even more enhanced and advanced. So
Mm-hmm.
thanks so much for participating, Elizabeth. You're a rock star, and I have a vision for you that I don't think you've quite caught up yet with,
Yeah.
and so that's really exciting. And you're doing amazing work. Keep
Thank
keep
you.
doing it, and I'll see you again soon.
Yes. I mean, I can't express how grateful I am. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you again.